Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. I hope each and every one of you is doing really well, are happy and really looking forward to the holiday season because I know I absolutely am. Another year is almost coming to an end and we are headed towards the festive time. Now, in today's video, what I wanted to see is what messages are you meant to receive as you wrap this year up, okay? Now, of course, I'll try and do one more because I want this to be like, what do you need to surrender? What do you need to leave out of this year? And what energies that you need to welcome. So, we'll get into all of that. Please, as usual, make sure you select a pile that really speaks to you. And then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've picked pile 1, these are the messages that you need to receive as we wrap up 2021. Now, pile 1, it is very important for you to remember that in life, it works according to a circle, the circle of life. Whatever energy you give out is the energy that you receive. And I believe in some area of your life, especially an area where you've suffered, where you've gone through hardships. Now is the time moving forward that you'll actually start receiving the rewards of the same. Every amount of time that you've had patience in your life, it's going to pay off. So please remain patient and you'll actually see the results in your life is what is coming through for you. But it's very important for you to remember that when you are giving something out, when you're giving out a particular energy, let that be the energy of love. Let that be unconditional love, okay? As we wrap this video up, if you feel like you're still carrying grudges towards certain people, let that grudge go. Do not carry it forward in the forward year and for your present, for your past, and for your future. Look at it with the energy of love, unconditional love, so that you will actually invite those energies in your future. Yeah. And one more thing that's really important for you to remember is don't judge people on the basis of what they look like. Don't judge people on the basis of their wealth, their social status. Look into the hearts of people. For every person that you meet in the next year, look at their heart. What are their intention towards you? Because people's tongues may lie, but their intentions never will lie. So will their actions. Yeah. Make sure you keep in mind these things. Now, because you have the sense that, this is like a circle of life and you're supposed to give unconditional energy, I believe the year 2022 has to be something that you create for yourself, okay? And almost think like it, if you were to create heaven on earth, what would that heaven look like? Because we all strive to achieve that level of perfection, After we all die, we want to go to heaven. Why not create that heaven on earth? So not only you but people in your life can experience it along with you. And heaven, the core basis of heaven is love. Build a place like that, build a home like that, build yourself in such a way that every person, when they come to you, they get a glimpse of God. That's very important for you to understand. I believe you're moving forward into a very, very promising and challenging area of your life, okay? Because what I feel like, you are sort of meant to play a higher purpose, especially in the next year, which is why you are supposed to take care of anything that is pending by the end of this year, okay? See, what may happen is you may be required to step up to a leadership position, to step up to be a guide, to step up to be a light to the world. And in order for you to be a light, you need to remove the darkness from yourself. Yeah, darkness and light cannot exist together, especially when it comes to the work of energy. So please make sure you're moving towards light and leaving darkness behind you once and for all. And of course, this is also a time of renewal, okay? See, what usually happens is as the year passes, as we come to the end of the year, we sort of are meant to hibernate. Things are supposed to slow down. Winter is meant for hibernation. Animals, if you are taking into that consideration, usually towards the winter, they make spaces for yourself. They go into their cave, they retreat to conserve their energy for the upcoming year, for the sun to return. And that is exactly what you need to do. You need to now get into the process of slowing down. Slow yourself down, give the past energies a lot of love, and renew yourself emotionally, physically. Renew yourself completely. Get as much rest as you can, get as much food nourishment as you can, and just renew your energies. Yeah, because that is very, very important for you. Now, once again, I feel like, in your life, certain things are out of balance right now. Maybe you're giving too much time to work, or you're just overthinking, okay? Overthinking is not really going to help you. It's not going to accomplish your goals at a faster pace. It's important to remember, in life everything comes according to circles, okay? It comes according to cycles. After winter comes summer, after summer comes winter. So especially right now, if you're giving too much importance to something, you're giving too much hardship towards something, tone it down, take it a notch down, okay? Relax, renew your energies, so that you will be ready for the upcoming year is what is coming through for you. But I believe what will happen as a result of your slowing down is, you'll finally be able to make sense of some of the things that happened to you during the past year. You'll be able to see things clearly. See, what usually happens is, when a particular situation is happening to us, or we are going to through something, we cannot see things clearly. We sort of are engulfed in that mess so much, that maybe when you take time to relax, when you take time to reflect, you'll finally get that clarity over certain situations, okay? You're meant to be wise. Every year is supposed to make you wiser. So what did this year teach you? That is something you need to take into account moving forward. Now, okay, now one thing that is really interesting is, see, of course, you're slowing down, you're renewing your energies, and you're looking at your past. So when you're looking at the past, don't ever think like, I wish it were different. I wish I could change it. Because at no point of time in our life can we ever change anything. We just have to accept things the way they are, accept that certain things came into our life as lessons, some people came into our life as lessons, and you just need to leave it like that, okay? Don't fight situations too much, don't fight emotions too much. If they come, witness it, acknowledge it, and let it go. Yeah, that acceptance, that final and acceptance that this is the way this was supposed to happen, and this is the way that it has happened, because it was the will of God. Remember this, Pilwan. Nothing in a life takes place without the will of God. So wherever you are in your life right now, whatever is happening, it is all a will of God. The moment you accept it, you'll just be able to free yourself, because in that acceptance lies surrender, and in surrender lies peace, and contentment is something that you absolutely need to keep in mind. And for you, once again, it's also important for you to, now moving forward, stay focused on the future. After you've done all the reflecting, after you've done all the accepting, then finally you can get in the mode of, okay, this is what happened to me, this is where I am, and then get towards your vision board. Look towards your future and ask yourself, what do I want to focus on next? What do I want to build in my life? What is my soul's purpose moving forward for the next 1 year? Of course, we all have a higher purpose, a purpose that God defines for us. But as human beings, we can ask ourselves, our higher selves, and then decide, what do our souls really want? And our souls do answer, try listening to the voice of the soul. You'll really get your answers. And once you get your answers, you can focus on it and then move towards it very, very rapidly. Now, of course, moving forward, you're going to be very, very strong as people. You have the energy of Sekhmet. But once again, like I told you, accept situation. Now, when it comes to reflecting on the past, you may experience certain anger issues, okay? Of course, especially if you're treated unfairly, anger is a very, very common response. Anger is essentially you telling yourself that, okay, my boundary is violated. That is how we respond to situations, and acknowledge that anger, but of course channel it in an appropriate manner. Channel it towards understanding that I am not going to repeat this mistake in the future, and put that as a lesson for the future. At the end of every year, what I tend to do is I make a list of the lessons that I learned during the past year. and write that as a lesson. Whenever something angered you, why did it anger you? What triggered in you that anger? And what did that anger teach you? Write it down. It'll really help you in the future. Yeah, try and do that. But if anger comes, let it come, witness it, and give it an appropriate outlet, is what is coming through for you. And of course, it's important for you to remember, see, when unconditional love is what you need to be, what does not have a place in your life is fear. Fear and love are two opposing emotions, and they cannot stick together at one point of time in your life. They can either be love, unconditional love, or there can be fear. At all points of time, make sure you choose love and surrender fear. Yeah, and fear is essentially something our mind makes up, okay? And anytime you feel like a fear driven situation is coming towards you, ground your energies, get really balanced in yourself, take a deep breath, and focus on the present. When we focused on the present with a belief that everything in our life is happening according to the will of God, that will really put you in the right mindset. Yeah, surrender fear and accept love in your life. And of course, I wanted to take a card from Sai Baba's oracle, and basically, if there is a problem that you're struggling with, God is telling you, your guides are telling you that the solution that you seek is very close at hand. Yeah? All the hardships that you experienced, remember, life comes in circle, the circle of life. And whatever was due to you is coming. So the solution is at hand, and the solution is something that you're absolutely going to be happy with. Yeah? This is the message that is coming across for you for the rest of 2021, and I hope you can learn from it as much as you can. And I just have the sincere desire that you are able to leave 2021 with a grateful heart, with beautiful lessons and hope towards the future, because that is my sincere hope for you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you're needed to receive. Now, pile 2, as you wrap up this year, you are coming into a great deal of blessings. There have been a lot of things that you've done this year that Spirit and God is exceptionally proud of, and those blessings will be coming into your life. But once again, your purpose in life is much higher, pile 2. You guys are healers, you guys are empaths, you guys are almost like, the warriors of the world is what I'm getting here. And moving forward, your job is going to be much more important. So you're being asked to prepare yourself for it. It's also important for you to allow your emotions to flow really easily. If there are certain emotions that you've not yet experienced, it's important for you to experience them, really feel them. Because what happens is, in the course of the year, certain things happen to us and we repress it. Feel those things, because that feeling it is important, so that after feeling it, you'll be able to let it go. Whenever energy is blocked inside us, it creates a sort of barrier in our aura. So for your aura to be crystal clear, feel emotions and get rid of them in entirety. Remember, your purpose is very high, and moving forward, you'll just be able to step up your game. Should you be able to release those emotions is what is coming forth. And of course, you people are also guides. You're meant to be guides to the future generations is what is coming through, okay? So, you basically are being asked today that what is it that you can do today that can step up your game, step up your power, For example, if you were supposed to take the responsibility of something that you do today that will do good into the world, what you do. For some, they could say, I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to teach young kids, so that the next generation will be really good kids. They'll have good value systems, good morality. That is something that could be said. Or some would say like, I'm just going to be a social worker. I'm going to give back to society. Or as healers. But you are required to really commit to something that you'll continue to do for the rest of the year is what is really important. You are being asked to come into the leadership position and not really shy into the background is what is coming through. But at the same time, You don't really have to worry about anything, how this is going to be, how is everything going to be worked out. If you make an intention that I am going to do this for the world and just move into that energy, things will actually work out for you just naturally. So if you make an intention, I'm going to be a teacher, path will be shown to you. That is what I mean here, yeah? So don't worry about anything. Everything is going to happen according to your intention, and a way will be made where there was none is what is coming through as well. But at the same time, you are required to take up traditional paths. Don't try and experiment too much. If you're good at something and you're really good at it, stick to it. This is not the time to make change towards something, okay? Get into higher learning, get into traditional learning, because it is the path of traditions and spirituality in the traditional sense that is right for you as you move forward in your life, yeah? Also, I see the presence of a very, very benevolent teacher in your life, okay? A teacher who will be able to assist you and to guide you in a particular manner, okay? And understand this, a teacher is not always present with us physically. Sometimes it could just be a teacher on the realm of ancestors, or this could be a teacher on the spiritual realm, or a teacher online that you don't even meet, but you learn so much from that person. Yeah, but this guide is definitely a part of you, is what is coming through for you. And moving forward, whatever intentions you make, whatever path you're going to be walking on, you're already assured success. So when you know that the path you choose is going to take you towards success, so it becomes very easy. So then choose the path, stick to it and stick to it. Do not change your path multiple times, is what is coming through for you as well. Because moving forward, especially in the year 2022, sticking to one thing and moving forward is going to be your way, is what is coming through for you. And also, I believe as you end this year, you're also sort of going to start getting intuitive messages. This could almost be like downloads from the spirit, or just having that inner vision really, really clear. Now, this could be in the form of clairsentience or claircognizance, one of the clairs, but that will definitely open up for you. And as a result, you'll actually make a lot of spiritual progress. And I believe that too is coming into your life as a blessing. Like I indicated, a blessing is meant to be for you. But I believe this gift, this inner knowledge, will help a lot of other people in your life, is also coming through. But at the same time, don't take everything in life too seriously, And the very thing that was assured to you is be peaceful. Don't worry too much, and success is assured for you. So be playful while you're at it, while you are at a particular path. Have fun with it, because life is not meant to be serious. Earth is a school, but in school we've always had fun. Remember your school days? We definitely study seriously, but we also had fun times. So make sure you have both energies and balance both things equally, is what is coming through. And don't be afraid to be weird, okay? See, understand this, when it comes to life, when it comes to earth, we all are different souls and we all are meant to be different. If you just choose to be just like every other person on planet earth, what makes you special? Stand out. Don't be afraid to stand out. Do not be afraid to be weird. That's really important for you to understand as you move forward. And of course, once again, you have the ladybug. So I believe especially success in love and romantic relationships is also on the cards for you. Especially for singles, meeting a new person may actually happen really, really soon. You never know. Around the holiday times, Christmas, reunions, all of these things happen. So let me know how that works for you, because clearly your love life is also going to benefit a great deal. And of course, along with that, materially, abundance is promised, especially if you walk on a path that serves humanity. When we get into the work of service, it's like, God pays us. We don't really have to worry about anybody else. God will take care of you. Don't worry, especially when it comes to your material life. But you have to change your appearance a little bit, okay? Like, make it in a way that is fit for the job you really want, okay? So dress according to the job, dress according to the profession that you belong to, or dress according to the person that you intend to be, okay? Now, in your vision board, we all make visions board, especially around, the New Year's time. So, especially what do you want to look like in the future? What kind of an attire do you really see in? What kind of a life do you see yourself living? And act as if, so that it can show in your life much more rapidly, is also coming. But alter your appearance and mannerisms a little bit is what is coming through. One thing that you need to address, and you absolutely need to address, is your low self-esteem. Pile 2 for you, if there is anything in your life that holds you back, it is you yourself. Nothing else has that capacity. God is in your side, your angels are on your corner, your spirit guides are with you, but it is your lack of belief in yourself, your lack of confidence in yourself that really gives you away, okay? Now, you also have the card of the cosmic egg, okay? And basically, your guides are telling you, your outer life is going to be a manifestation of what is happening inside you. So, every day when you wake up and every day when you go to bed, question yourself, what is my inner landscape like? Is it beautiful? Is it harmonious? Is it peaceful? Is it filled with love? Because only when your inner life is filled with those things, it will manifest in your outer life. That in itself, if you just remember this from this reading, your life will be changed. And we want to change our lives in 2022. So remember this as a lesson for your next year. And of course, I wanted to take a card from Sai Baba's deck. And Baba is essentially telling you that help will come to you when you need it. Isn't that what we spoke about? If you want a way to be shown, you'll be shown a way. So it can happen to you in the form of a friend. If you need help, a friend will show up and help you. A stranger may actually come to your help. But when you need help, help is going to be available to you. That is something you absolutely should not forget. Yeah, and that is what is being told to you as I wrap this video up. I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes, pile 2, for your future, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to receive as you move forward for the rest of the year and a little bit of energies of 2022. Now, you are being asked to send peace, love, and forgiveness towards everything that has happened to you in 2021. Yeah, make peace with all the situations. If you've had a fight with somebody this year, send that peaceful vibration. Forgive them if somebody's wronged you. Because when you're wrapping this up, leave this year in peace so that you welcome the upcoming year in peace. Yeah, make amends, because those making amends will make your life so much more easier, is what is coming through. And moving forward, do not carry forward the energies of 2021 at all. Whatever has happened. Treat the upcoming year as a fresh beginning. Start afresh, no matter what has happened. Hit the reset button is what your guides are telling you. And for that to happen, you have to slow down a little bit, okay? To send peace and forgiveness to your past is a long process. You can do that by writing, by journaling, but forgive it for once and for all and release it. Yeah? And also take accountability for your part in things, because without your accountability, nothing is actually resolved. That's really important for you to understand as well. But moving forward, it is also important for you to start delegating things. If you are in the habit of doing everything yourself without asking for help, ask for help, because you don't really want to drown in all of these energies. See, drowning doesn't always require water. Sometimes overwork can do it, sometimes excess emotions can do that as well, okay? So if you want to deal with your emotions and you feel like it's just beyond you a particular point, okay, ask for help. Help is readily available always. Yeah. And sometimes if you feel like you don't have help, you've specifically drawn the card of Green Tara. Ask Green Tara for your help is also coming through. Now, one thing that you have to remember, pile 3, is you are a player for the long haul. You're not meant for running, 100 meters race or 200 meters race. You're meant to run the marathon in this life, okay? So it's important for you to prepare yourself very, very thoroughly. Prepare yourself so that, your future will benefit from it. This can involve, what do I want to do in the future? Getting clear goals set before 2022 begins. Yeah? So this is why peace is important, because without peace, the future cannot happen for you right now, and that is really important. Yeah. And one thing that you need to understand is involving other people in your life right now can actually work to your greatest advantage. Some of the works that you need to do in 2022, you cannot do it alone. You will need help. So make sure you start getting that help from now onwards, because that is very important for you. And make sure you enjoy the festive season to the fullest, okay? Go out, put your party shoes and dance your heart out. Have fun. And honestly, dancing is really, really great, because dancing helps us relax. It's of course a form of exercise, but of course it fills you up with those happy endorphins, and that is exactly what you need, okay? So get moving. And you are also having the energy of the elves, okay? Now elves are amazing beings, full of light, full of magic, and maybe that is what you need to be in 2022. Yeah, look into it. Be playful, be magical, and be authentically you. That is what is coming for you. So if you feel like in the year 2021 you've not been able to be yourself, or you've had to wear masks in certain situations, take those masks off. And it is not time to play safe anymore. The time has gone to play safe. It's time to come out on your own playground and play. Now, one thing that is very interesting for you is, moving forward, you may actually struggle to maintain a balance between your spiritual life and your material life, okay? Because what I feel like, your drive towards your spiritual life is going to be so strong that somehow it takes you away from the love of money. And if you want to have a family, if you want to have a good life, money is also important. So balance these two things, okay? Spirituality, when it is time to be spiritual, it is time to be spiritual. And when it is time to move into practical things, to cater to our families, to cater to our responsibilities, to cater to material things, give your attention to it. So it is important for you to remain balanced at all point of time. And which is why playful is also there, and you also have the card of the peace pipe, shamanic energies and the energy of playfulness. Yeah, balance once again is very, very important. And you're also being told that any obstacles in your life, whether they are right now or they are coming in the future, you will be able to take care of them. Because if 2021 has left you with something, it is with strength. It has left you incredibly very strong. You can take up any challenges head on, is what is coming forth for you, okay? Don't worry, you have the blessings of God with you, and you have the capacity to overcome anything in your life. Now, one thing that you have to trust, and that you have to always trust, pile 3, is your instinct. Your instinct is never, never wrong. So instinctively, if you feel, oh, this person is going to behave in this way, pay attention to it, because that, don't ignore your instincts right now, because your intuitions are especially strong. And one thing that you have to understand is, right now, you just have to focus on truth, the truth of a person. When you look at somebody, if you ask yourself, what is this person's truth according to me? You'll get a clear answer. Very clear answer. Because sometimes what happens is, we look at somebody, we understand their truth, okay, this is what the person is, but we sort of ignore it. Yeah, don't do that. There's a very famous saying that when somebody shows you who they are for the very first time, believe them. So believe their truth. When somebody is showing you, something is also coming forth for you. But once again, this year, as you're wrapping things up, surrender your fear of intimacy. If you're afraid to get involved with new people because you've been hurt in the past, or if you're just in general afraid of intimate relationships, close relationships, examine why that is so and release it. Because you need to open your heart. Living with a closed heart is no way to live. Welcome the energies of new. Welcome the prospect of a new relationship in your life. This could be in the form of friendship, this could be in the form of partnership or romantic partnerships at that. Yeah. Let go of the fear of intimacy because fear cannot belong. And once again, you're being very, very assured that moving forward, you are protected from all sides. Okay, just make sure you're praying because your biggest superpower, pile 3, is your prayer. No wonder your prayer is taking you away from the material life, because honestly, that is a progression. That is just the most obvious progression. See, when you are meant to walk in the spiritual path entirely, you'll be shown the way. But right now, it's not the time. Right now, it's time to maintain the balance between two. So know that you're protected and you're held in the arms of the beloved God in multiple ways than one. You need to know you're infinitely loved, especially by God and your angels as well. Now, one thing that you absolutely need to understand, that moving forward you have to be courageous. Yeah, don't be afraid of anything, because what happens is sometimes, because of your kind nature, pile 3, you avoid confrontations, you avoid saying unkind words to something, you avoid showing people their reality, sometimes holding up a mirror to them. Don't be afraid of doing that, because in really approaching your situations headstrong, in being courageous, in being brave, you will meet victory. Do not shy away from things right now. You cannot do that because your future demands you to be very different as a person. Yeah. And of course, the last one is so very powerful, because Baba is telling you that if you feel like right now a specific spiritual path is calling to you, which is not a path that you were born with, don't be afraid to pursue it, because remember, all paths lead home, no matter what path you choose to walk on spiritually. Yeah, in terms of your spiritual life, follow a path that is most suited to you. Follow a path that your heart desires to follow, because in the end, that is the path that will lead you to God. That is the message that is coming forth for you as you wrap this year 2021. First of all, I hope you're able to make peace with 2021, okay? Send peace to all people involved, send peace to all situation involved, and send peaceful energies to yourself first. That's very important, yeah? Delegate things and have fun. Remember to have fun, because having fun really makes you vibrate at a different level. And that is something we all need as we wrap this year up. As I wrap this video up, I'm going to leave you with nothing but my blessings, prayers for a beautiful future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.